Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so we've all been absolutely mesmerized by the AI revolution lately, right? The chatbots, the crazy image generators, those massive leaps in reasoning. But if we peel back that shiny exterior just a bit, there's actually a hidden engine driving the whole thing. Today, we are diving into the true architecture of intelligence. And as you'll see, the models themselves, they're really only a fraction of the real story.
Okay, let's dive into this. You hear this phrase literally everywhere. The model is the product. For years, the industry basically thought the secret to winning was just brute force. Cramming in more parameters, hoarding mountains of training data, and obsessively chasing benchmark high scores. But honestly, treating these massive models as standalone products, that's an obsolete mindset. We're hitting a wall of diminishing returns with raw parameter counts. Believing the model is the only thing that matters completely misses the reality of what it actually takes to run enterprise AI today.
And this brilliantly illustrates the shift. Think of early AI systems kind of like a brain in a jar, completely isolated. You trained a model, deployed it, and ran a prediction. Boom, done. It was a super simple, linear path where the model itself was basically the entire system. But modern enterprise AI, it is absolutely not some isolated inference engine just sitting quietly on a server. It is a highly distributed and frankly kind of chaotic ecosystem that requires continuous, real-time coordination across endless operational pipelines.
To really grasp the scale of this, we need to zoom out and look at the macro evolution. In the early days of computing, our absolute bottleneck was hardware. Then, the paradigm shifted. Software ate the world, and we built massive applications on top of commoditized servers. But today, the tech industry has totally outgrown those traditional limits. Modern AI demands an entirely new paradigm. We're talking about integrated infrastructure ecosystems that have to coordinate massive amounts of compute, memory, networking, and retrieval, all in real time.
So the crucial point here is this pivot. AI has fundamentally stopped being a pure research problem confined to some clean, perfectly controlled lab environment. It is now a massive, messy infrastructure engineering problem. The foundational model itself, it's literally just the tip of the iceberg. The massive, incredibly complex, interconnected machinery submerged beneath the surface, that is where the actual operational magic happens. And crucially, it's where the real competitive advantage lies.
To really wrap our heads around this engineering challenge, we have to separate training from inference. Look, training a massive model is a bit like a heavy occasional workout. You lift the barbell, you put it down. It's intense, but it ends. Inference, on the other hand, actually answering user prompts, happens continuously. We are talking about handling a relentless swarm of millions or even billions of requests every single day. Inference is the true engine driving AI economics, and it creates this immense, nonstop pressure on the underlying systems. How you optimize here dictates whether your AI can actually survive and scale in the real world.
And, as you might guess, that relentless pressure falls directly onto the hardware. Modern GPU clusters contain thousands of interconnected accelerators. But here's the catch. GPUs are astronomically expensive. So an idle GPU, that is essentially burning piles of money. The challenge isn't just about crunching the math anymore. It's about navigating massive PCIe bottlenecks and serious memory bandwidth limits. It's the intensely complex scheduling, batching, and workload balancing required to feed data to those chips continuously, just so you don't completely destroy your economic efficiency.
Now, what's really interesting about this next part is the knowledge problem. How do we inject actual, up-to-date knowledge into this massive machinery without retraining the whole thing from scratch every week? Well, enter Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. Modern enterprise AI depends hugely on this external context. In fact, the core language model itself might actually be pretty interchangeable. It's the retrieval infrastructure, those vector databases instantly pulling specific documents, knowledge, and telemetry, that actually injects dynamic memory and true operational intelligence into the whole system.
Let's move along and see how this actually builds out in practice. When a user types a prompt, they obviously expect an instant response, but think about the highly orchestrated relay race happening behind the scenes in a matter of milliseconds. First, retrieval. Then, memory access. Next, streaming coordination, agent orchestration. And finally, the actual inference execution. Delivering those low-latency AI responses requires incredibly deep infrastructure optimization across every single one of those interconnected layers. Look, a blazing fast model is completely useless if your relay race drops the baton at step 2.
And just when we thought we had that pipeline figured out, we throw AI agents into the mix. Agents bring this entirely chaotic new layer of complexity. We aren't just doing simple single prompt and response loops anymore. We're now asking for continuous autonomous workflows where multiple agents coordinate, tools, share data, and collaborate totally on the fly. It is no longer just a standalone app, it's a living, breathing, wildly distributed operational ecosystem.
Which of course leads us to a massive operational headache. I mean, just suppose an autonomous AI workflow suddenly fails. It just completely breaks down. Why? With an ecosystem that is this deeply intertwined, finding the root cause is literally like finding a needle in a digital haystack. Traditional software monitoring is completely blind here. It just doesn't work.
I mean, just trace the potential cascading failure points. Did inference latency suddenly spike? Did the retrieval pipeline pull the wrong context? Did your vector embeddings drift? Maybe orchestration failed? Did GPU scheduling bottleneck? Or actually, scratch that, did memory just serve up stale information? This rapidly growing checklist perfectly illustrates why AI-native observability is absolutely no longer a luxury. Without continuous, real-time visibility into prompt tracing and workflow lineage, you simply cannot debug these systems at an enterprise scale. No way.
And honestly, debugging is just the start of it. Operating at this kind of massive scale introduces immense hidden burdens on both the physical and digital infrastructure. First up, you have massive data storage demands just to manage the operational state and those endless embedding histories. Then, you absolutely need robust infrastructure-native governance. We're talking strict locks and access controls to ensure trust and data security. And finally, you can't ignore the sheer physical reality. These server stacks consume staggering amounts of power and cooling. Your infrastructure's efficiency quite literally dictates your entire economic viability.
So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, it requires a complete paradigm shift in how we build and invest in technology. Modern AI systems are increasingly starting to look exactly like complex, cloud-native, distributed systems. If you're building in this space, or even just investing in it, you cannot treat AI as a standalone app anymore. You have to architect and evaluate it as a fully integrated operational intelligence ecosystem.
And make no mistake, the biggest tech giants, companies like NVIDIA, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, they understand this perfectly. They aren't just competing to build the smartest foundational brain anymore. They are fiercely competing to build the sprawling digital cities that house them. They know, for sure, that whoever controls the infrastructure ecosystem, the compute, the memory, the networking, the orchestration, that is who ultimately dictates what AI can realistically achieve at a global scale.
So, the next time you hear someone claim that the model is the product, well, now you know the real story hiding beneath the surface. The true intelligence operating system is the infrastructure itself, which leaves us with one incredibly critical question to ponder. As this technology rapidly evolves, who is going to win the race to build the ultimate operational infrastructure? Because those architects, not just the model builders, will be the true winners of the future AI economy. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning that surface level.